Hello there, this is Sara, psychic medium, and this is a continuation on from the last video. I'm just doing them slightly shorter so that you can jump into this one you want, or you can go and listen to the other one. I'm going to just quickly look at the individual sun signs and what is coming for the week of the 24th to the 30th of August 2020. If you'd like a private reading, just go along to the website www.saraperrypsychic.com. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and if you'd like a private commission artworks, then please do, again, go to the website, check everything out, and follow me and subscribe, guys. And like, share and subscribe to this video too. So let's have a look first. Aries. Things may feel a little bit like you're on I'm getting the word hot wire today, as if like you're on like a tightrope, but it's hot, and you're having not only to balance, but you're also having to balance the heat that's coming through. And if you step for too long in one area, then you feel like you could get burned or absorbed or overwhelmed or impassioned by something or restricted even. So you have to kind of keep going this week. It's like it's finding your inner flow. That's the most important message for you this week, Aries. And the rewards are coming. So each time you find that inner balance, and when you find that complete flow, you're so in your flow, all these things that are serendipity happen, you just feel like things are just happening. You're not even thinking, you're in your present, that kind of thing. That's when the rewards will come in. So every time something good happens to you, like a gift comes to you, somebody gives you a lovely compliment, or just a little stroke of luck happens, maybe you get a small win on the lottery or a scratch card, that kind of thing, or someone sends you a refund, anything like that. See that as a sign that you're in your flow. Okay, I'm getting the numbers 21 as well. So if you're seeing those this week, I feel it's going to be really, really good for you. Do take the time to look up the angel numbers meaning. But I feel this is to do with, I don't know, I'm getting the word breaking out, being inspired, and being connected in the flow. There are a couple of demons that could come up to bite you, which is this hot area that I'm talking about, the hot rods, that you hit. These are just little things that need to be cleared up and re-evaluated so that you can move forwards this week. I'm getting companies or bigger establishments wanting information from you, maybe have interest in you, new connections coming in from a high level as well, which could be, again, as you're walking along, it's like, oh, do I go there, do I not, so again, it's establishing what you want, what your desires are, not getting too overwhelmed by temptation of something that seems grand and seems like, there's lots of money in this, that kind of thing, and not jumping too quickly, because if you run too quickly, you could trip and fall off this wire, or you could step on an area, which is too hot and get your hands burned again. These little things are coming in to test you, to remind you of yourself, your inner self, your inner stability, and what will keep you in the right space at the right, is what's going to help you reap the best rewards. Okay. Gemini. Right. I've seen for you. Not Gemini, sorry, Taurus. Hello. I was just writing the word Gemini down. Taurus, this week for you, there could be an emergency fund that is restored to you, refunded, or given to you. Now, this could be somebody helping you out. I do feel a female is linked to this. Could be a bank manager who's a female. It could be a mother. It could be a business partner. This is somebody who has big dreams, who is very successful, who knows exactly what they want. All their little ducks are in the right place. They're quite an abundant self. I feel like they're quite high vibration, lifted on a spiritual level as well, but they believe in you too. I feel like they could come in at the last minute in a dilemma, and I'm getting Thursday that is important for this, that somehow luck comes knocking on your door. This is about bringing things back to, again, where they need to be. I feel like balance could be the order of the day this week for many of the signs, and actually getting things coordinated. Spirit is saying that you have the foundations exactly where you want them if you use them in the smartest way possible. So think about what will benefit you and what could be a potential loss, and what, so in that way you'll know which way to move forwards, who to trust, who to bring into your circle, that situation, and what to shift. Sometimes you don't need to shift anything. It's just a matter of looking at what you've got, and using what you've got to bring in a better investment into your life. But I feel like this, whatever's coming in to help you, and it could just be some words of wisdom that is worth its weight in gold, or some advice that's coming, which feels like it's sorted out your money situation, or your, you know, some kind of investment is sorted out, that it's there as like to help you get things back on track. Okay, so if somebody you suddenly get a windfall through the post, or you get some kind of refund, don't suddenly go to the shops and start spending it all. Use it to get yourself back where you need. And if that means investing in better equipment, if that means investing in a better lifestyle, you know, even if that's getting a cleaner in once a week, because you haven't had time to address the cleaning because you want to focus on your work, or it means getting some, you know, a better machine to work on, or it gives you some time out, you know, so you can just focus on some inspiration or some research. Use it to your benefit. So first of all, make a list of all the benefits that you have and start getting things a bit centered. I feel like things have maybe gone off track a bit for you this week, and you may be feeling, I'm seeing people feeling a little bit under the weather. You know, this isn't the big pandemic. This is just feeling a little bit out of sorts, especially around the stomach area. And I'm also getting hearing issues as well, like pinging in the ears and that, or maybe that feeling of vertigo. So if that's the case, then it means that something has to be reordered. I'm actually getting that sense of just, oh, I just want to sleep, and then wasting time, you know, losing time because you haven't been coordinating things properly. Now, you are a Taurian, so you should be more structured, but I feel like if you don't have that balance and that order, then things feel really off for you because you like to be grounded. So something isn't right. Maybe it's somebody around you that is influencing you in the wrong way. Maybe you've just kind of let things go a little bit and you've just been having too much fun. And I'm a great believer that you have to have time out, but make sure that you keep things where they, you know, in order so that things work better for you, and use an investment wisely. Like I say, don't just throw it up in, you know, if you get some money back, you know, something starts paying out, then take it to the next level. The saying, take it on a next level of marketing, or go and get that suit for that good interview, you know, do whatever it takes, use it for something worthwhile. Gemini, now we've got you. Okay, I feel like somebody could be playing you up this week or being a bit of a pain in the backside. It's kind of like, no, you've done it before, you keep doing it, enough is enough. And I can see you kind of laying down the boundaries and the structure more than you have done for a while. Because I'm getting the sense that it's hurting you now. You know, it may have just been annoying to start with, but now it's starting to hurt the ones you love, or it's starting to get too much, it's too invasive, whatever's going on, and it's starting to affect everything else around you. So I feel like something has got to be done. This thing that is happening, or whatever is annoying you, it could just be an issue that keeps arising. It could be another bill after a bill, or it could be somebody that keeps, you know, a prank phone call. I don't know. It could be something really, really random, or a specific person who is just playing up, even an animal. This is showing that you're not listening. This is a sign directly from spirit. You're not doing what you should be doing. All right. Now, if it's affecting your lifestyle and it's affecting the things that you love, then that, you know, is a sure sign, because it means that you're not able to focus on the things that you love. And then you're realizing what you do love. Okay. So it's kind of coming in a roundabout way. It's like, okay, well, we'll take this away from you and then see if you actually miss it, you know. So it's kind of got to get a little bit painful, or it's got to get to the point where you feel let down, that, you know, you realise what you're missing, or you realise what you really, really want. So this week is about strengthening your hopes and dreams and your wishes. And I feel it's about having some more celebration in your life. I don't feel like you're celebrating enough your skills or what you do, or again, the thing that you love. It's like you're not giving the love to yourself enough. You know, you're probably giving it out to everyone else, but you're still avoiding the one thing you could be doing. And even when you get that opportunity to do it, for some reason, you'll find something else, or you'll say, oh, well, I wasn't able to do it because every time I do it, something comes in to stop me, you know, or someone starts, or there's an issue. That's because you're afraid to have, or you don't feel inside that you deserve what is there. You're not feeling that deep down you deserve to have the best. So it's a self-worth issue and a value issue. So look at the patterns, go over the last 6 months or so, and if something has arisen this week that it keeps coming back, and maybe it hasn't been around for a month, Maybe it's once a month it keeps coming. If you actually pinpoint the dates, you'll see a continual pattern, and then look at what you're doing. If you've got social media and you upload a lot, you put up, what you're doing and everything, you'll be able to remember what you were doing at that time. But I feel like there is something you can really learn from a pattern and conditioning here, and that it's time to have some fun. You may get an invitation this week about celebrating with friends or doing something, someone and getting engaged or a birthday, and you're thinking, oh, I can't do that because I've got to do this. So address why. Because if it's something you really want to do because you love that person and you haven't seen them for a long time, or, you feel it's been put off and it keeps getting put off, and every time you want to get together, something gets in the way, then make a point of creating that space so that you can have it. Change something up. It could be somebody in your life that is just taking your energy and draining you on in life, and when you thought the drain in your life or the thing that was preventing you from having your dreams was something else, maybe it's something completely what has been in your face the whole time. Okay, so this is a really important week this week to understand what needs to go, and in order for you to have what you want and for you to realise what you really, really want. Cancer, hello, all my lovely Cancers out there now. There could be some sudden good news coming in this week. Sudden love change. You could meet the love of your life, or you could suddenly fall in love at the drop of the hat. I feel like Cupid's arrows are all around you this week. But I'm also seeing new ideas. Maybe a baby is born suddenly that wasn't due for another few weeks. But I do feel this is good news. It could be just the evolvement of a sudden amazing idea that you could really run with. Now, it will mean, it will mean stepping away from the crowd a little bit. It is going to mean being independent. You may feel like you haven't got the financial support or the know-how or even the support or loyalty around you to implement whatever is on the table. Maybe if you meet someone you care about, it might take you away from your friends, because you suddenly know that if you're going to have a new romance, that you're not going to be able to accommodate everybody and give them all your support as you normally have. This is a good change. You may feel that if you go with this person or you go with this new idea, that you could end up on a loss because it's a big risk. But from what I'm picking up, this is about you stepping into your independence. Excuse me, I'm just having to move my legs. Being more loyal to yourself and focusing on what you need, whether or not that means stepping aside from what everybody else wants, or that it could mean that you have to walk away from another offer that could leave you, in your eyes, penniless, or which it won't, but or you feel that people won't agree with you or they won't be on your side. It's going to be worth it in the end. So this is a week to really know what you want, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because if some people walk away, or they turn their back on you, then they weren't in your corner anyway. They weren't people that you can completely trust, who are people you need in your life, to be fair. So it may be a leap of faith this week of trusting your instincts and just going for it, and I'm seeing a few frowns from others. It's like, oh, why would you go with that person? Why are you in love with that person? Because you might suddenly just connect with somebody that others don't agree with, or fall in love with somebody that is completely off the radar to everyone else's thoughts and feelings about who you should be in love with. But again, it's not about them. This is about you and what you really want. And I just feel like luck is on your side. Again, things could change in a moment. Maybe, this feeling of being without, that's what's coming in. This wonderful energy that's coming in is going to take you away from feeling alone. That someone's coming in to be with you, to take away that loneliness. And all this new idea is suddenly going to come from nothing, where you felt like everything was lost. Suddenly, actually, it was the best thing was to detach and walk away. I'm getting a sense that some people may have walked away from an offer or promotion, and in others' eyes, it's like, oh my God, why would you do that? Because now what you're going to do for a job, but you've decided that it just wasn't what you wanted. You've got a better idea, and it might mean starting again from the beginning, but actually, it's going to be worth it. Now, this goes back to my original reading about surrender. You know, sometimes we have to surrender the one thing that we've always thought was the answer, but actually it's the one thing that's been hindering us all the time. You know, it's like saying the thing that you love the most is often, or want the most, is the one thing you're afraid of. You know, being afraid of success, even though you want it, it's because when you've got it, you've got something to lose. So have a little think about that. But I just feel that stepping aside, being independent of your choice, listening to your instincts this week is going to be the most beneficial thing. So let go of the fear and the worry. Leo, listen to your higher self. You have got a guide that is coming in very close to you this week to help you work through a conundrum or a long-term issue. This is to do with, like, I feel like you're going back to school this week. You're going back to the classroom and you are relearning something or learning something new that you haven't, you know, you haven't before, or you're relearning because you were taught in a less beneficial way, or you were too fast, you know, you didn't really look at the details. It's like, I think this is like a Saturn energy coming in. It's bringing you back to what is important, what is the you know, finding a new structure, okay, and working through issues that have been blocking you and have been concerning you. But this guide is coming in, and some of you may feel like something is pushing at you, you know, like someone's standing next to you, or you feel a different sense of energy in the air, you know, heat or cold or maybe wind, but it won't be all over you. It'll only be from one area, which, because it'll be quite focused. So whatever it is, you will sense that change from this guide entering, because if it was just normal, you wouldn't notice it. Do you see what I mean? So it might be like, oh, you suddenly feel a spot of rain, but there's no rain around, you know, that kind of thing. So look out for those things. You are being guided to look inside the box, delve further inside yourself this week about what your hidden desires are, what you have been locking away from. I feel like there is a decision to make. This could be around relationships. I feel like you're kind of torn. There's either somebody influencing your own relationship and you're having to decide what to do about it. You know, does this person stay? Maybe you've got somebody who's like a third party hanging around that you could do. It's like, you know, you've outstayed your welcome kind of thing. Or it could be that you are wanting to move away from your relationship and there's someone else on offer. But I get the sense you're kind of going back to school with this, because you're going back. It's like the saying, let's go back to square one and look at what you really want. Because this person or this extra thing that is getting in the way could actually be influencing you in the wrong way. That it's just that you just want to break out because you're not dealing with what you should be dealing with, you know. And you're not listening to your instincts and you're not listening to what your true desires are. So you're being pulled back to, you know, to the beginning. And they're saying is lift all the layers off, step away, detach, trust, go into yourself, take some time with you to connect with your spirit guides to help you see what is the best option here. And then when you found that, then you'll realize why maybe you've been interested in someone else, or maybe why this other person's been brought into the mix to help you learn. It's not to necessarily break free of what you've got. It's about altering things to make them better. Libra, not Libra, God, I keep jumping ahead, don't I? Virgo, hello, all my lovely Virgos out there. It's lovely to have you on board today. Now, it's funny because finances and structure and foundation seem to be a really important thing this week for everybody, and I do see that there could be some money coming your way this week as well, which is really good. This is to do with a house move or changing something in your home. So I'm getting kind of amount 5,000 to 6,000, maybe even much as 10,000 being given to you to reroute something, rework, restructure or rebuild. Okay, this could be that you're putting down on a deposit on something. But it's helping you move forwards and make a shift in your home life, okay? And I say home life, and I mean around, you know, your general foundations of where your own security, okay? So it may not actually be a physical home. It could be that, you know, it's investing in some kind of career move even, so that you can have a home. It's linked some way, you know, it's linked to creating the stronger foundation so that you have got that security in your life. But I do see that something is going to have to be released here. Now, this could be your own doubt. It's on an emotional level, okay? It could feel like, well, if I do this, I'm going to have to give in and trust whoever's offering me the money, because often we don't want to be lent money because it comes with lots of conditions. I feel like this time it's not, because whatever is happening has been given to you to help you, because the universe wants you to move forwards, okay? So accept the help when it's offered, and let go of the emotional baggage around it. Whoever is offering this, and it could be a key figure in your family, could be a friend, they're doing it because they really, really can, and they want to help you. But there's fear there. It's almost like, why is this person changed? Why are they suddenly being really generous? You know, what are they going to want back? And I can see really, really questioning it all. But there's just a sense that, you know, they're looking at things differently, as are you. I feel like, you know, as something could be offered to you, you could be using some extra money that's come in to help someone else fund a home or help them move forwards. You know, it could be from a completely different place, but I just get this sense there's got to be something that's shifted. It seems like there's a loss here of some kind that is bringing gain. Something has been displaced, something has been removed, something in you maybe on an emotional level. Maybe you've suffered a loss recently, and you know, Spirit is saying, look, there's so much more to be gained out of this. This is opening up a space now for you to build on the foundations, not feel like everything's lost. You know, you're being given an empty field. You know, it's like saying, oh, you know, I was going to move into a house, it was half built, and then the hurricane came and knocked it all down, and now I've got to build it from scratch. But they're saying, well, the half-built house wasn't your dream, so now you can build the whole house, and that somebody's going to give you the help now to do that. So it's like there's so many ways of looking at this. You could be suddenly, you've had a loss, and maybe you've got some extra money in the bank, or maybe you're looking at loss in a different way, and then suddenly you can help somebody move their dreams forwards, or you're just looking at things differently, okay? So this is a week of acceptance, of receiving, rebuilding, and realizing that any loss or sadness that is happening is making space for something better. Not everything is lost. That's what Spirit is saying to you. So Libra, I'm seeing home issues with you as well, and progression around a home situation. I'm seeing a wall that's been built, or some structure that's been built that kept falling down, and there was always issues, and there's something to do with electricity here that needed to be readdressed. And it was like every time something was done, there was another issue or another fault that was happening. So this could be just general in your home life, that you settle one issue, you pay one bill, or you settle one argument, and then there's another one that keeps happening, and it just has this knock-on effect. But what I do see this week is you finding this sense of like, this is coming to an end now. I can finally, you know, put that last piece of the jigsaw in, and now I can start something new, and can I use my knowledge and what I've learned and now take it to another level, which is really exciting. I feel like new skills are coming in this week, the understanding of why a lot has happened to you, a sense of progression, and a sense of inner peace as well. This calmness that you're like, yeah, I'm ready to move on now. I'm ready to up my game. I'm ready to use what I've got and promote myself in the best way possible, and invest in what I, you know, in what I can. But I feel like things are taking a turn for the better for you, Libra. And you are just seeing things, again, with this sense of calm, peace, and just finding peace around your home, you know, and progression that's happening, and just feeling, I don't know, it just feels like after a long time, this sense of real ease, you know, being eased of the burden, that you are finally at the end of this journey, that you're finally putting things together, and you are now able to do something new, start a new cycle. Scorpio, hello my fellow Scorpios out there. Now I've got the devil card here. Dum, dum, dum. It's not always the best, but I feel like this is about temptation this week. It's about being drawn into things you don't really want to be a part of, being influenced by people to take you off your path. I've got the Star card, and I feel like this is a wish that could come true. So focus on that wish and detach if you have to. Take a different position. Look at things from a completely different position. If that that means standing on your head and doing so, or going somewhere else, or finding somewhere, a different place to think and get yourself together, then do so. Because I feel like this is, I don't know, I'm just getting a sense of time out. Not necessarily stopping, but a feeling of like, actually, look, let's just take a time out. I'm just going to step away and go and do something else for a while. And I'm just going to rejiggle things. And then I'm going to come back to the game. But I just need a pause, you know? I need to go away and consider what I really want. Or I just need to get my energy back, you know? You may be feeling absolutely tired and exhausted and been run ragged. And the fact that you're not achieving what you want is because you've been distracted or you've been pulled in 20 different ways. If you're anything like me, then I always, you know, I'm like an octopus. There's constantly things going on. And hence why I've probably got a bad back now. So, and it stopped me. But there is this sense of stillness, wanting the stillness, and just being to step out of the world just for a minute, just so that you can just get your bearings, really. So do it. If you have to do that and you want to, trust, because you know, when we're in that place where we feel we're pushing ourselves too hard, or we feel pressurized, we start putting time limits on things. But the truth of the matter is, if something's going to happen, it's divine timing, it's going to happen anyway. It's not going to come with any force. The universe knows if you're putting that effort in, and they also know how much you have to. But to receive, you actually have to stop as well. You know, it's not about you doing all the work. And I feel like this is something that is typical of Scorpios. You know, it's all the energy. It's like, I mean, I know myself, and anyone listening, it's like I was really thinking about Mars going retrograde. Oh, I've got to get it all out there. I've got to do it all. I've got to do, you know. But at the end of the day, it's still going to happen if it's going to happen. It doesn't matter what retrogrades are happening. You may feel less inclined to push. You may feel, you know, like things are slowing down a bit, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. If it's already there and it's already flowing, then just get the pinpoints. Get all your ducks in a row where they need to be, and then you can just get them moving one by one, okay? And once you've got that clarity, that detail of what you want, then everything will just flow beautifully. Hi Sagittarius. So for you, there's new beginnings here. There could be a new energy, like young energy, babies being born again. You know, there's that feeling of new life coming in around you. But I am seeing happy times. There just seems to be somebody spoiling it, or somebody wanting to wreck your happiness. Just don't get involved. I feel like there could be a person around you who's really jealous this week, or is, you know, they could get in contact. It could be someone from the past who's caused you issues. If you can, and you see that number come up on your phone, I would seriously not even answer it. I wouldn't go there, because I feel like because this feels like a high vibration for you. This feels like a week of real positivity, where you kind of link up with new ideas and you're suddenly on that path you want to be in, you know, that higher self. And that's kind of drawing in the moths to the light, you know. So if you do see and I keep seeing it on a mobile phone, this number coming up, and you're thinking, God, I know that person, I haven't heard from them for ages. Do I answer it? Or maybe I should, you know. Don't. I would seriously just not answer it. You don't have to turn the phone off. Just let it ring. It'll die out. I feel like this person may ring 3 or 4 times, or try and get in touch with you, or maybe, you know, message you on Facebook or social media. It will die out after a while. If somebody does, you know, if somebody does message you and you answer it, it's obvious you've answered it, then just answer very, very shortly, you know. If someone says, oh, how are you? You know, don't go into a massive conversation about what you've been doing, because that's what you'll feel like doing. It's just say, I'm good, thank you. That's it. You don't have to do any more. Just do really short answers, because then the person will stop asking. All right. This is what I feel. I feel like this, whatever this issue is, it's going to go away, but it's coming in as a test to bite your bum while you're enjoying yourself. And it immediately you might think, oh, great, I'm not meant to have happiness. Or it takes over your energy and you start thinking about it too much. And then you're not focusing on what you could be doing, which is having a great time. Okay. So just keep this idea, whatever is coming in, whatever this new thing that is happening, you know, if there is a new child to focus on, or a new something happening in your home that's exciting, you know, a new idea or a new project, it could be anything, you know, a new beginning that you're about to have. Don't let someone else come in to sabotage it, because it could be somebody who just always brings the damper to it, or who, you know, I just feel you're intuitively going to know straight away. The moment that call comes in whatever way, maybe even email. If it's an email, you know, just don't answer it. or just put a message that I'm out of the office or something like that. But I just feel like you've got to nip it in the bud. Hi Capricorn, all my Capricorn lovers out there. Right, so we've got a sense of control this week, a real feeling of empowerment if you want it. And I'm going to say if you want it because we do have a choice. Because I feel like you're going to come to a crossroads this week where you can step into that road of power or onto that path of power where you can take control. Maybe you're going to be put into a place of management where you are in the lead. Maybe you're just going to be given that, you know, that door opening. And Spirit is saying, go for it, because I do see a door coming and there's a wheel of fortune around it, which means it's going to be lucky. So don't sit there procrastinating too long, because I feel like the clock is ticking and there's somebody behind you that could jump straight into it, your place if you sort of say, oh, I don't know. You know, I feel like enthusiasm is called for. If this is something you've been asking for and wishing for a long time, then don't sit there worrying about it. Don't start putting negatives onto it. I feel like something could be on offer to you. You may be offered a business opportunity, and you could be offered you know, to move suddenly to another country. You know, something is, I feel like, is going to be placed into your hands, which is it's a change of direction. But it will come after you've been at a bit of a place of stalemate for a while and you haven't been sure what to do with it. And maybe this is going to be bigger than you thought. That you thought, oh my God, I'd like this, but oh my God, it's going to cost a little bit more than I thought. Or I'm going to have to really, really take the reins and take the lead. Well, actually, you have got it in you and you've been wanting it for so long. You've been wanting to have that control. You've been wanting to fly, you know, and to take off. And so someone is going, here's the keys, guys, there's your big motor, off you go. Or, you know, here's your plane. You can now fly it alone. You've passed the test. Okay, so this is everything turning around for you if you want it. If you decide not to make that change, someone else will jump in. It doesn't mean it's never going to be there again, but I feel like you've got to go around another cycle or it may cause more delays for yourself. So don't sit there worrying about it or getting negative or questioning. This is something I feel that is a real stroke of luck, but it's something you have been asking for. So if it's something you've been asking for and you know it, then trust it. Okay, go for it. Trust your instincts and trust that you have got the power to take the lead. Hello, Aquarius. So you may be feeling a little bit hemmed in this week. Like things are pulling back rather than pulling forwards, or that you just can't escape and just get out and breathe. Maybe you've got a lot of people around you. Maybe, you know, you haven't had much time to yourself. You know, it could be that work is really heavy at the moment. But it's kind of, I feel like you've kind of come to a standstill as well. So it's like a sense of like, I've got to get out of here. Nothing's happening. I can't shift, whatever it is, but I don't actually know what it is. But I feel like you could be overthinking things too much, which is also causing a block. You are actually in a point of transition, so allow yourself to take that transition. It is actually a more auspicious time for you than you realise, and I feel like everything is turning in your favour. I'm seeing like a deck of cards with them all turning upright and they're all diamonds, which to me feels like opportunities, ways forwards. And I've got the number 5. The 5 of diamonds is showing really clearly, and the number 5 is about change. So I feel like you're at a point of change. Maybe things are pulling tighter or you're feeling more restricted because you are being pushed to make a change, that actually this has gone on long enough. I'm getting for some of you, it could just be stifling relationships where you feel like you're taking on someone's burdens, or somebody is just burdening themselves on you with all their issues, and you're just feeling like you can't get anything done or you can't think straight. I've said to other signs, and I think I said this in the main read, that some of these obstacles are coming in to cause us to shift. You know, this is a time of change. This is a time of moving forwards to what we want and what is going to be more beneficial to our lives. So instead of maybe getting to the point where you just think, you know, feeling enraged, or you're just feeling really down about it or overwhelmed by what's going on, look at it as a positive way forwards, that you are being shown directly that something needs to be released. Because I feel like, I mean, it's like I'm seeing some people come almost like underneath their own stuff, you know, like a hoarder, where you've almost brought in so much things, now you don't know which way out. You've actually lost the doorway out of it. It could be that you've just got too many fingers and too many pies at the moment, or too many ideas. So it's time to release something. It's time to maneuver your way forwards or take a break for a while. And last of all, Pisces. So you're coming to a time of change as well, brand new direction, but this is a really, really good one. I feel like there's financial success around you, there's abundance to be had, and there's something to really, really celebrate. Now, I feel that you could be onto a win this week, some kind of win, or something is going to happen that you will feel like you've won the lottery. Everything seems to be going your way, and I feel like this new direction is an offer being put in place that will show you something better. It's going to show you something more fulfilling. It's showing you a much, much better abundant path. Now, I feel like this is going to come about while you're socializing with friends, you're connecting with different groups of people. Maybe you're going to a weekly group meeting or some kind of get together, I don't know, and everyone's kind of discussing different things, and it's going to come up. And I feel like there's going to be this epiphany moment where you suddenly realize what you're missing and what you could be doing. And actually, this is a really lucky break, it's really falling into your hands. Now, you could also be very, very lucky around financial issues as well. I do see people paying things back. I'm seeing interest being paid. Sort of like a lucky win again for you, which could turn things around. And I feel that if you've come to a point in your life where you needed that extra money or you needed that extra help to change direction, I'm getting some people wanting to change courses. I mean, I know if you were at university, you possibly just change a course, but I feel like this is about changing a course in a career, or a complete new pathway, which you may need investment for. You may need a loan of some kind, but I'm not getting you're going to have to pay this back. All right, this feels like something that has been waiting to be given to you. It could be that family have been holding on to a lump sum for when you need something. I'm also getting somebody wants needing a new car, or someone presenting them with a new car, or the money to finance one. Because that would be the next step, because it feels like you're off, you're getting set to go and you're going off on a new road this week, and there is just so much to celebrate. So get into that high vibration. If you're somebody that is, the going has been getting tough for a long time now, I feel like this is time to get excited, to bring in whatever is coming in. And if you get to a point where you think, well, I can't go any further with this, start researching, looking at something more productive, something that is going to bring in more with your investment, better interest, or whatever. And I just feel that you will find it, and I just get the sense that you're just going to hit onto some kind of lucky opportunity. So brilliant week for you, Pisces. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Again, if you would like a private reading, just go to my website, www.saraperrypsychic.co.uk or .com. You can email me, you can follow me on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I do put out daily posts, and also I have some private groups you can join, which are linked to workshops. Just keep your eye out of what is coming, and I will wish you lots of love and luck for the week and speak to you soon. Bye for now.